Heroics aiming to be are in Iowa. Find out when and where. When Jami Behun tried to watch the WNBA Finals at a local bar, she was met with a familiar disappointment. I walked into the bar/restaurant, and it was, of course, NFL Sunday Football was on. The place was packed. One look at me, and the server said, "I have a TV on in the corner for you," she said. She encountered something similar at a restaurant in Ankeny when she wanted to watch the WNBA, only she asked 4 different people if they could change the TV channel, and they kept changing it through different men's sports. I was like, I don't think you're understanding. That experience sparked a vision, a vibrant, inclusive sports lounge showcasing women's sports every day, not just on request. Behun partnered with Laquita Lucas, and together, they're set to open Heroics Sports Lounge in the former Juniper Moon space on Ingersoll Avenue in Des Moines this fall. In the lead-up to the 2020 election, all eyes are on Iowa. Get updates of all things Iowa politics delivered to your inbox. The Des Moines City Council approved a liquor license for Heroics, the first bar in Iowa to focus on women's sports, on October 20th. Heroics plans to focus on a vision for empowerment. Behun and Lucas' mission is clear. The overview is basically creating a space where empowerment, inclusivity, those things are important to us. Showcasing all women's sports, that's going to be our main focus. We're just creating a space where we can view, come together, and cheer for women's sport, Behun said. The women's sports bar trend starts with Caitlin Clark. Call it the Caitlin Clark effect. The former University of Iowa standout who plays for the Indiana Fever attracted a new audience to watch women athletes. "We have a huge thing here because of Caitlin Clark, it's amazing," said Behun, who likes to watch the WNBA. Sports Pro reported that ESPN and ABC combined for an average of 1.3 million viewers, which was up 6%. The pair aired 8 of the league's top 10 most-watched fixtures during the regular season, with ABC's broadcast of the Chicago Sky's game against the Indiana Fever on May 17 leading all matches, averaging 2.7 million viewers. The publication also reported that attendance for WNBA games in 2025 reached 2.5 million fans at 226 games, beating the previous benchmark set in 2002, which then featured a 16-team competition. Lucas has season tickets to the Minnesota Lynx WNBA team and attends as many home games as she can. "I really did get kind of caught up in the Caitlin Clark phenomenon of just watching what an amazing athlete she is," she said. "I think it's been hard to find a place where you can go out and watch women's sports if you want to. Neighboring states are getting in on the women's sports bar action as well." In Omaha, Set the Bar opened in March as not only a nod to the University of Nebraska. Women's volleyball team of Nebraska's favorite sports, but as a way to elevate the conversation around women's sports, support women athletes, and advance gender equity. A bar of their own in Minneapolis, the Dub in Kansas City, Missouri, and Babe's Sports Bar in Chicago all cater to women's sports. What will Heroics look like? Juniper Moon closed in May after forging a path as a high-end cocktail lounge in Des Moines. The layout of Heroics will be similar, but with a twist. The cocktail lounge will remain, only a bit brighter. The patio also sticks around. "We are kind of keeping the same lounge vibe Juniper had, but we want it to be colorful, a little bit more energetic," Lucas said. "Obviously, our brand, just in our logo alone, is very bright and vibrant, and we want people to be able to feel that aesthetic when they walk in. The space will still feature couches and coffee tables, with new furniture in purples and greens. We definitely want people to walk in and feel energized," Lucas said. "We're going to keep a lounge vibe, because I kind of like that. Anytime I go to a lounge, couch or chair seating versus a table, sometimes it's a bit more casual to me, so we wanted to keep that but then put our spin on the furniture there," said Behun, who was originally from Monroe in southeastern Iowa and moved to Des Moines about 3 years ago. Lucas also grew up in Iowa and lived in Des Moines from the age of 13 until recently moving to Minneapolis. More, where to find the essential bars that offer elevated cocktails in the Des Moines metro. What food and drinks will Heroics serve? As for the menu, the focus is on cocktails with a unique twist. Since Juniper Moon really was a high-end cocktail bar, we're going to have a specialty menu where we offer maybe 10 specialty drinks, Lucas said. The bar will lean into beers, offer wines, and serve Prosecco on tap. "We want people to come in and know that there's something for them and be as versatile as Jami and I are as owners," Lucas said. "Jami drinks Natty Light, and I would never touch that stuff. I like a French 75. We want all our different types of customers and girlies to be able to come to the bar and enjoy themselves. Heroics won't neglect the practical side of bar snacks, but it's a work in progress. We do plan on having food, just because, from a business perspective, if we're going to ask people to stay and watch games for hours and not leave, I think we kind of have to provide them food, Lucas said. Juniper Moon did not have a kitchen, so the duo is considering pizzas, partnering with local restaurants along Ingersoll Avenue for tableside delivery, or bringing in food trucks for bigger events. More, want in on a secret? Here's where to find hidden speakeasy bars in Des Moines. When will Heroics open? The team hopes to open as soon as Thanksgiving, with a nod that construction and permits may slow down that target date.